Crazy fun thing though, guys. When we were at the airport and I was saying goodbye to her, I was hugging her, right? Saying goodbye. It was right before she left. So I'm hugging her and giving her my final goodbyes and crying into her shoulder like a little bitch as always. And I kind of like look up as after I sniffle. I'm like, and I look next to me, and like 2 feet away from us was a couple doing the same fucking thing, like the same exact thing, hugging and crying and over and like just sobbing. They were so close to us. I am not even kidding. And I like said, I'm like, the way that there's another couple, literally our same exact height, everything right next to us doing the same exact thing. So then like I'm waving goodbye to Michi. I'm like, bye, 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 bye. As she's going away, she's slowly leaving me and like saying goodbye. And as she's saying goodbye, I'm walking down and looking back at me, and I'm waving at her as she's looking back at me. I look next to me, and the girl that was hugging her boyfriend was also waving goodbye to her boyfriend right next to Michi up there. And I was like, I just looked at her and she looked at me, and I was like, you too? And she was like, yeah. And then sorry. He was like, I was like, you too? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, sucks, doesn't it? Feels like my heart's being ripped out of its chest. And she's like, yeah. But you know, you get used to it. I was like, right. And then Michi just saw me like walking away with some random girl. And then I'm just walking with this girl at this point. And I said, oh, like, where's your like your partner, like where are they going? And they're like, oh, my partner's going to this place, what about yours? And then I was like, oh, she's going back home to Indonesia. And then she's like, oh, that's far, that's really far. And then I was like, yeah, it's horrible, I feel like shit. And she's like, yeah, I get that. You know, it's not the first time like my boyfriend has had to go, and he's gonna be gone for, you know, a long time. But like, you know, how long has she been here? And I'm like, well, it was her first time here coming to the US, and like she's been with me for like over a month. And she said, oh my God, wow, like how long have you guys been like hanging out and stuff? And I said, oh, like this month. And she was like, oh. And mind you, before this, I said, oh, how long is your partner gonna be gone for? And then she said, oh, 3 months. I was like, oh my God, I can't even imagine. She said, oh, it's okay. It's like, it is what it is. How about, when are you gonna see her again? And I'm like, oh, like a month. And she's like, oh. And then she's like, oh, well, you know, so the first time y'all have been like just hanging out like this has just literally been for 1 month like this. I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh wow, you must feel like the trajectory of your life changed forever. I was like, yeah. And I looked so sad and pathetic that she walked me to my car and was just saying really kind and encouraging things to me the whole time, being like, you know, like I was in a long distance relationship with my current boyfriend. And I was like, oh wow, for how long? And she said, oh, 2 years. I'm like, oh my fucking God. She's like, yeah, but like now we live together, and you know, 3 months is nothing for an LDR relationship recovering, you know, and you know, you seem like you really just love her. And I'm like, oh wow, really? She's like, yeah, but it's gonna be okay. Like, I'm sure you guys will be fine, and you're gonna see her soon. Like, I'm sure you'll be okay. I'm like, thanks, random lady. You're super kind and super sweet. And then she said goodbye. I don't know her name. I don't know her story. But she, you know what? She made me feel so much better. And then when I got home, immediately when I got home, Michi calls me and she's like, yeah, you know, I was waving goodbye to you. And the second I waved goodbye, you already made a new friend. I was like, yeah. It was a girl that was hugging her boyfriend right next to us. And she's like, wow, cheater. And I was like, what the fuck? She was you were literally there. You were present for that. You were present. You were right fucking next to them with me. You were part of that circle of hugging. You were literally right there. And she's like, I know, but anyways,